Two Bulls in a China Shop is brought to you in part by our sponsors and friends over at Manscaped, Trade Pro Academy, and Vanta Trading. Manscaped is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming with precision-engineered tools for your family jewels, and with a new and improved 2.0 version of the Weed Whacker now available, it's the perfect time to take advantage of our exclusive offer of 20% off and free worldwide shipping using promo code 2bulls at manscaped.com. As always, that is the number 2. And when it comes to institutional quality trading education, look no further than tradeproacademy.com. In our free Discord server, you'll find instructions to take advantage of our discount with them as well. And for anyone trading futures, check out vantatrading.com. Founded by Mr. W. Banks and Baba Yaga, they provide a ton of educational content with the focus of teaching aspiring traders how to build a repeatable, profitable process. Our exclusive discount code for Vanta can also be found in our free Discord server. We'll have all of those links and more in the episode description. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed today's conversation.
You are listening to an entertainment program put together by a company called Financial Ineptitude. Anything said on this show is not an endorsement or professional advice. Would you really want to tell a court of law you were suing us because you thought taking financial advice from two idiots on a podcast put out by Financial Ineptitude was a good idea? Really? Clown hat smiley face.
Well, hello and welcome to the China Shop. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen you guys in so long. I'm Shopkeeper Dan. With me as always is Kyle, creator of financialineptitude.com. Kyle, how's it going?
It's going. It is going.
Yeah, we hit record and everything. Can't stop
I
now.
know. We might have jumped the gun a little bit. Did you read your stories?
No, not even. Just
yeah,
the
me
headlines.
neither. We'll figure it out. Might be a lot of pausing this episode.
Listen, I'm American. I don't have time to read the whole story. I read the headline. I know what the rest says. I fill in the blanks with my gut. It's all good.
If you, how can you have a good hot take if you're well informed?
Yeah, no, definitely ruins all the hot takes.
The China Shop School of Journalism.
Yeah, don't get yourself bogged down with facts and details, kids. That's for the nerds at NASA.
Somebody says, somebody comes to me with facts, and I'm like, whatever, nerd.
Whatever, nerd. Yeah. Give him a wedgie.
I'm just kidding. I'm actually the nerd.
Yeah, right.
Who am I kidding? Yeah, I read all mine. I can't help it.
Yeah, we were in advanced computer science in the 90s, Kyle. I think I don't think anybody's thinking we were the jocks.
No, my 0-hour class was typing.
Oh, come on into the shop with us today, folks. Sit back, relax, rage against the hedge machine. We'd like to welcome any new listeners just joining us. We're here smashing our way through a complete set of fine china, sharing our ever-growing strategies for trying to maximize those gains and cut those losses. If you are new to the shop and stock trading in general, you can always check out our Knowledge and Resource Center on financialineptitude.com, or you can give one of our many beginning trading episodes a listen. We'll have all those links down in the episode description. Best place to be, though, is head on over to our Discord server. A lot of amazing people get on there every day. It's really an awesome place to be, and it's completely free. No paid tiers or special access areas, because fuck that shite. Right?
Free to the listeners, not necessarily free to us.
Yes. No, it costs us money for sure.
Little bit.
Yeah. Free to you. Yeah. And when you do get on that server, Kyle, what should they do? If they've just joined the server, it's their first time, what do they do?
Well, the first thing they should do is say hi to everybody after they've read the rules that say don't be a dick.
Right.
After that, there is some instructions in there. You just shoot me a DM with your private mailing address, which we will not save or use for any other reason than just to send you a nice gift to say welcome aboard.
Yes. What's our tally at now? How much swag have we sent out?
Oh God, I have no idea. I still have plenty to give out though. And if you want to get your hands on some more of that stuff, check out the shop.
Yeah, we got a shop. The shop. China shop.
Maybe you don't want to fuck around with the Discord. You can just send us money.
It's true. Well, regardless if you send us money, we're really glad you're here. We have a lot of fun. It's always better with friends. It's a really wonderful time.
Listen, Dan, some people want a free beer koozie and some people want a $5 beer koozie. Who am I to argue with them?
Don't argue with them, Kyle. Just ship them that beer koozie. Speaking of beer koozies, do we have any show news to report?
What does that have? Okay.
It has nothing, but I was setting it up with the word wonderful, and then it was lost back in time. I was like, shit, now how am I going to segue?
All right. Coming up Monday, we've got a special bonus edition of the Trade Runners episode. This is probably going to be the last one of the series. It is a special one where we got 3 of our members of the Discord, Bear Goes Long, Joel, and Purdue, to join in. We all took Rich's trading assessment and then discussed the results with him. That episode will have video and be available on our YouTube as well. It's coming Monday.
Fantastic.
Talked to Drew Spavetna. That'll be coming out the following week, and that was a really fun conversation. Then after that, we've got Blaine McCauley from Penny Lane Blaine podcast. And that will wrap up the next 3 weeks of releases.
Yeah, it'll get us into the summer. All right.
Oh, fuck. Is it summer already?
Yeah, it is.
God, that's nuts.
I know. But
all right.
Fear not, Kyle, because today it's not summer. Today we have got a public, pungent, pugnacious show. Lots of market-moving news, plenty of stocks on the radar, and more options than Disney's Got Legal Tricks.
No, I heard they're really making their lobbyists go to work. I hear they told them they need to go get their shit done or together and fight something. I didn't see what they're fighting, but
the Florida state government is trying to undo all of the special deals Disney's gotten for the last 60 years.
Oh God, yeah, okay, that's right.
Bit by bit, yeah. But Disney keeps being one step ahead of them. It's become kind of a fun little farce down there.
Right.
But Disney can't win forever.
Yeah.
Anyway, reach out to us. We do love your messages and comments on Twitter and Facebook.
That is Florida.
Remember, Florida was just Florida man jokes.
I know. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Anyway, if send us those messages and comments on Twitter, Facebook, on our Discord. Got that link for you in the episode description. If you're old school, you can send us an email to 2bulls@financialineptitude.com. That's the number 2, BULLS, 2bulls@financialineptitude.com. Maybe you got a hot stock tip. Maybe you want to tell us about a great trade you just made. Or maybe you just bought a haunted house, but when you try to turn it into a tourist trap, those darn ghosts just won't spook when you want them to.
I don't think I ever saw that movie.
Beetlejuice.
Oh God, I saw that as a kid. I do not remember that movie at all, other than the part where they pulled their noses out to make their faces look all weird. That's the only thing I remember about that movie.
Well, then I probably could have done it from the actual protagonist's point of view, and you still wouldn't get it.
You probably could have read the back of the movie cover, and I probably still wouldn't have got it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton stars as Beetlejuice.
I can't remember. Was that considered a good movie or was that a campy movie?
Oh, I loved it as a kid.
That's what I remember. I remember having good memories of it. I don't know if it held up though.
I mean, Michael Keaton's performance is a classic.
Michael Keaton's been in a lot of good shit, hasn't he?
Yeah.
All right, but this isn't reminisce about Michael Keaton's career. This is.
Oh, it's not. It's not. Welcome back to Inside the Actor Studio. Today we reminisce about Michael Keaton.
Feels like we've been doing that all day. All right, should we talk about some bet results?
Yeah. We better talk about those bet results.
All right. Well, we went long with Yum C. Opened the week at $63.64. Bounced around in a nice tight range before hitting our stop loss on Friday at $61.75. So the total is now dropped down to $408.92.
Oh, I thought Yum was going to do it for us, Kyle.
I thought so too. It was looking really good up until Friday.
Yeah.
On the positive side, though, Random didn't do much better. They went with BLDP, which opened the week at $4.97 on Monday, closed at $4.59. So Random is still sitting. They're still ahead, but it's now within striking distance. They're at $4.53.58.
Okay, so we only need a 15% move.
Yes, and for Random to not.
Oh, right. We can make 7.5%, and Random can lose 7.5%.
Yes, that works too. Or actually, Random can lose less because the percentages are bigger for the higher total. The math is weird that way.
Oh, yeah. They lose 5%.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so no pressure. Oh, and then also you mentioned messages. Jeremy was kind enough to reach out with some stock suggestions, so we'll take a look at those when we get to picking our bet.
All right. Hey, thanks, Jeremy.
Yes, anytime we don't have to do work. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're a fan.
Yeah. Excellent.
All right, should
All right.
we move on to some news?
Yeah, let's talk about some news. Let's do it. Do it.
Get down.
Dow drops deep on moving inflation, COVID frustration, war damnation. We're just bringing you the fucking news. You gotta recognize the game if you don't wanna lose. We're just two fools trading information.
Yeah, we are.
Rioters raiding, insider trading, taxes are raising, bills on the hill. We got a crypto mill. No, they ain't growing weed. When the Fed speaks today, it's some shit we don't need.
Sing it, Dan.
Two fools trading information.
What?
Two fools trading information.
I'm inclined to agree.
Two fools trading information.
That is accurate. Very accurate. What information?
Okay, what should we start with here?
Well, I know what I consider the largest thing of news that nobody in my personal life that talked to about it seems to care about.
No.
The dollar's dominance as a reserve currency eroded last year at 10 times the pace seen in the last 2 decades.
Wow, I was just talking with Eric about another country I think Brazil has now got the yuan as their second largest reserve currency, overtaking the euro. Like the dollar seems to be weakening.
Yeah,
People seem to be moving away from it, or wanting to at least.
It's been eroding for 2 decades, but then
Wow.
it just sped up last year when we did all the sanctions against Russia.
Almost like we split the world into sides.
Yeah, right. Well, right, and that companies trying to play both sides and be middle ground, they're hedging their bets by, like you said, with Brazil, they're adding yuan. It's not their number one, but they want to have.
No, it's not anywhere near number one, but yeah,
they want to have some on hand just in case. Yeah.
Wow.
In 2003, the world reserves was about 2/3 dollars. In 2021, we're down to 47%.
I wonder if that decline is in line with like other economies. Like, is that in line with our GDP share of like the world economy?
That
Like,
I
as
don't.
more countries lift up and become, more economic, I guess, level. I don't know what's the word. What's the word there? Like, as China develops and India develops and all these other economies start to grow, like, is that eroding our share too?
Well, the only thing that would erode our share is people using either like the Indian rupiah or the Chinese yuan
Mm-hmm.
as an exchange currency. I don't think it
Right,
doesn't
right.
affect what's being bought and sold, but what currency is being used to buy and sell it.
Yeah.
So really, it just becomes a preference of what do we feel is going to be the stable currency, the most valuable
Well, I
currency.
know if I had to pick between dollars, rubles, and yuan, I'm picking dollars.
Yeah. Well, luckily, good.
Luckily, I can.
You can.
I can and do.
Yeah. It's that to me is a huge shift from the last 20 years. 2/3 to 47%. We're it's not the way you want to go. And I don't see. I personally feel like some of our inflation is coming from this. The demand
How
for
do you
the
mean?
dollar. Like, if you think about the value, like we often do in stock, as demand driven, right? What we're seeing is, if you think of the dollar like a stock, these countries, it used to be in high demand and everybody wanted some and they had some. So we have this supply. We issued a total countable amount of dollars. that dollar has it's not pegged to anything, right? Its value is floating. We try to peg at things, but it's not like we're not on the gold reserve or anything.
Right.
So as say China says, "Oh, I don't want this. I'm not going to hold this many dollars anymore." Where do those dollars go?
Right. Where does they gotta
They're
come
back
back.
in our system.
They go
They go
somewhere.
somewhere,
Right.
and odds are it's ended up in our system, and there's more dollars and less international demand, and so the value of our dollar inflates. It's my personal
Interesting.
theory. Sure.
I don't know nearly enough about how currencies work to be able to say whether it sounds reasonable.
Yeah, and
It
welcome
makes sense.
to the heart of the China shop. That sounds
I
reasonable.
know, right?
Okay, yeah,
I'll
I
run
could
with
buy
that.
that.
They need to get a currency expert in here
All
next
right,
time.
yeah, do it.
Yeah, let's see if I can find one. Problem is, my eyes just glaze over when people start talking about how that actually is supposed to work.
Right.
Like, that makes no sense. Wait, it works because we say it works? Okay, I guess that sounds really fragile.
It does. It is. It works.
I know.
It's like
I know.
Tinkerbell. Like it works because we believe in it.
Right. Oh, that's such an apt analogy.
What do you got, Kyle?
Oh man. Okay. Well, I was reading up on some of the just, I guess, speculation about what the Fed's going to do in their next meeting. And there was some optimism like a week ago when the banks were releasing some good results, but now I think they're saying that the first quarter earnings season it's generous to describe it as mixed.
Okay.
But the question is, what the article I'm looking at is talking about whether the Fed's pause and cut, like the thesis, like that's what the people believe the rally that we're experiencing right now is based on, the idea that the Fed is going to pause and then cut this year. Which, if you look at the Fed Watch tool, I think I haven't checked it recently, but it'll show you the percentages of what chance they say that we're going to hike or cut or hold in place. So they're still pricing in another rate hike on May 3rd. Another 25 bips is what is likely. But the odds of another hike in June are only at 21%. So cuts are still being deemed likely by fall. Now, what's interesting is a couple of analysts that are quoted in here. One of them is Austin Pickle, which, other than being a great name, he's saying that any pop from indications that a monetary tightening cycle is over is likely to be short-lived. So he showed a chart that shows the S&P's performance around the end of the past 5 rate hiking cycles and how it fared until the barometer's subsequent notable low. He said that the chart illustrates that since 1989, stocks have rallied after the hiking cycle headwind is removed. Historically, though, outside of the 90-95 no landing scenario, the rally fizzles out and stocks are dragged lower as the macro environment deteriorates. So then there's one other point in here. Okay, so while 2 months from the last hike to first cut is obviously not unprecedented, such action would likely require a stock market crash like 1987. The current banking turmoil to deepen like 1984's Continental Illinois episode, a recession in the midst of one of the greatest interest rate spikes of all time like 1980, or 1974's classic Burns blunder, where recession and inflation collided with the American president on the verge of resignation, creating complete governmental chaos. So the title of this is like, be careful what you wish for, talking about a Fed pause. He's saying that, first of all, when the Fed does actually shift to the pause and cut cycle, that's not necessarily, history doesn't show that to be bullish for stocks. And then the second thing is, for the Fed to be cutting anytime soon, it's going to require some really, really bad shit to happen.
Right. Right.
So yeah, I don't know what to root for anymore now.
Well, I'm not necessarily rooting for anything, but my gut is just still steady. Like anytime that Fed speaks, it's going to be bad news this year. Like,
right.
and I feel like that story you just told us lines right up with that. Like, hey guys, if you want cuts, it's not going to happen, and if it does, we're fucked.
If it does, then you got bigger problems.
Yeah, we got bigger problems.
All right, what else you got for general news?
Chile is looking to take state control over its lithium supply.
Oh, that is probably not good for any companies that own mines out there.
Yes, SQM and Albemarle Corp are two of the country's dominant lithium miners. And Chilean president said on Thursday,
Mine.
they
Give it back.
they want to shift to a model with Chile holding a controlling interest in all projects through a public company that would partner with these private mining firms.
How the fuck is that gonna work? That's still not good.
So it
That can't be good, right?
it's
For them?
well, for the mining company, it's the state coming in and saying, hey, those mineral interests that you acquired, however you bought them, traded, whatever, there was a cost.
Yeah.
They're actually still ours, and you just get to rent them.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's really gonna like on the one hand, like there's always a risk whenever you do business in another
Yep.
country, the risk of nationalization. But you gotta like is Chile shooting themselves in the foot here by doing this? Like, is this gonna? You think that this would keep other people from trying to go out there and develop?
Well, I think they waited long enough to where lithium just is that demand. The demand is there. It's not going away.
Waited for the mines to get up and running before they take
the
them over.
infrastructure, like the ball's rolling. They're
Yes.
not going to be like, okay, well, we're not going to use lithium. Mexico already did this, by the way. Mexico already nationalized its lithium deposits like a year ago.
Really?
Yeah. So they're not even the first to be doing this. But I think that's.
I wonder how often this happens then, because maybe we need to be looking at lithium as like a national security kind of thing, like we talked about with semiconductors. Like not have like being reliant on outsiders to produce our semiconductors. We realized that was a problem. Maybe lithium is that in demand, or especially as solar and batteries become more and more important in day to day.
So we need to make it more of a priority to make domestic lithium.
Maybe.
Hey,
or that's just what they're doing.
It's
like, you know what? We don't want to rely on the outside world for this, especially if it's another country's company that's taking your resources and
selling it to the world,
using them for somebody else. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm all about the lithium over in California in the Salton Sea, but that shit slowed down. I wonder if moves like this will get it to pick back up.
Interesting. Something to keep an eye on.
Absolutely. Most of the lithium, they actually have something called the Lithium Triangle in South America with Chile, Argentina, Bolivia. And they're all making pushes to have a greater public sector stake in their minerals. Anyway,
more nationalization coming.
Yes, this looks like the way of the future.
Fair enough. All right, last one that I had to talk about actually comes from Purdue. He posted this yesterday. Coming Monday, Wall Street is getting a new fear gauge.
Ooh.
So most people should be familiar with the VIX, the volatility index, which is also commonly referred to as the fear gauge.
But now we get the Scooby-Doo gauge.
Well, no, this is a one-day VIC.
Instead of the VIX, it's just a VIC?
It's the same thing. Yeah, exactly. So here's the problem. So like a month ago when the crazy banking crisis thing was going on, people watching the VIX watched it like not really do much. Like you would think that if people are getting fearful as we're on the verge of a banking crisis, that things should be going crazy.
Yeah.
Problem is the VIX is based on derivatives that expire in 23 to 37 days in the future. So the idea or the theory here is that with the growth of 0-day to expiration options contracts, that VIX is not moving fast enough to be able to capture that. So that's the idea of making this one-day VIX sentiment.
Right.
So it's nothing that's tradable, but it's something that we should be able to start monitoring.
It'll get tradable.
It maybe, yeah,
Eventually.
probably will. But this is something that I think we probably need to start paying attention to.
Yeah, I didn't realize the VIX was 28 days out.
I knew it was based off in futures, and I guess there is another one that they offer that's a 9-day version. It's called VIX 9D. That has regularly traded at higher levels than the VIX this year. So there's some,
There's already some,
I
yes,
guess there's some merit to the idea that,
already have precedent.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So yeah, that should be taking effect on Monday. So be able to start watching that. I'm definitely going to put that on a chart and just kind of pay attention to it and see if there's a way to use that. Because anytime something new comes out like that, I think you want to be one of the first adopters.
Of utilizing the tool or trying to trade the tool.
Right. Yeah, especially because zero DTEs are not going anywhere.
Oh,
I think too many people like them. You see as much money is going into these things. They're not going anywhere.
Yeah. Fuck.
All right. Anything else?
No. I'm eager to get to these advertisements. Or do we call them advertisements? I don't know. I don't know.
Where are
tomato,
we?
Tomato. Right, just
Tomato.
We're between regular news and stock news.
No. I mean, in the world.
Oh, where are we in the world? What do they not?
Yeah.
We're in America.
It'd be advertisements in America, advertisements in Europe.
What about Australia?
Probably advertisements.
Advertisements, you dumb cunt.
Ripper. All right. Hit them. Hey everyone, Future Kyle here with a sneak peek of Monday's upcoming trade runners featuring Rich Friesen. Yeah, Rich, can you kind of explain the master trader mindset real quick for people who might not be familiar?
Sure. In fact, we have a guided visualization that stepping into the master trader's mindset. And what is that like? What does it feel like? What are your physical sensations, your emotions? We can go through a trade from that. And often what I will do, if with a private client, I will have them step into the master trader's mindset, and we create that either by someone they imagine is a master trader or what that would be like. What's interesting is sometimes people have no concept of how to get there or what that is like. And our bodies, our mind, our brains will not take us to a state of being that we can't visualize and feel like it is a step into something safe and that will serve us well. So part of it is really creating that vision, that feeling, that physiology, the attitudes and the thoughts of the master trader. Now, once we create that, then we can visualize it and we can step into it. So that's what you're pointing out is really important, is can we even visualize that? Do we have a vision of what the master trader's mindset is like?
Look for that episode on Monday the 24th. If you haven't heard by now, Manscaped now sells beard products. That's right, once again revolutionizing men's grooming with the brand new Beard Hedger Pro Kit. From a beard trim to a fresh shave, the technology behind the Beard Hedger Pro Kit allows you to shape your signature beard look. Now you can finally use Manscaped products to make your drapes match your carpet by going to manscaped.com and using code 2BULLS for 20% off and free shipping. Goddamn, I was going to make that joke. Our friends over at Manscaped were kind enough to send me the Beard Hedger Pro Kit, and I gotta say, I was impressed with the quality and performance of the products. My thick, coarse beard hair has been giving me trouble with trimmers in the past, but the Beard Hedger was able to cut through the thicket without any tugging or discomfort at all. And because the trimmer has one rotary wheel with 20 length settings with only one guard, I don't have to worry about losing or breaking attachments anymore. So I've tamed my mane, and now you can too. No one likes a weird beard, so say goodbye to your stubble trouble with Manscaped's Pro Beard Kit. It all starts with that beard hedger that I mentioned. The thing's a juggernaut of fixing faces. Not only does it have the trimmer with the rotary wheel that gives you the 20 hair cutting lengths on just the one guard, it's also waterproof so you can shave in the shower and avoid all the hair in the sink. The titanium coated T-blade is tough on hair but smooth on your face, leading to a single stroke efficiency that brings satisfaction one stroke at a time. Phrasing. The Pro Kit doesn't end there though. They also created 4 dermatologist tested formulations for your post-trim care. First is the beard shampoo and conditioner. Gotta remember that all your hair is different. Beard hair, as I mentioned, is more coarse and easier to damage than the hair on your head, if you have hair on your head. That's why the kit has made shampoo and conditioner specially designed to moisturize, reduce ingrown hairs, replace natural oils, and promote beard health. Next, the kit has Manscaped's Beard Oil, an essential piece for your main facial accessory. No one wants a guy whose beard is brittle and dry. The oil relieves dryness both on the beard and the skin beneath while adding a little shimmer and shine, which makes you look extra fine. cap off the kit with the Beard Balm, a pomade that shapes, styles, moisturizes, and tames for a sculpted look to attract any fellows or dames. The Pro Beard Kit also comes with 3 free gifts: beard brush, comb, and scissors to ensure your beard is ready to impress. So get 20% off and free shipping with code 2bulls at manscaped.com. Of course, that's the number 2. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com using code 2bulls. Manscaped Beard Hedger, 1 stroke, 1 guard, 20 lengths. Woo!
Stock time! Now it's talk about stocks time. Looking for setups, it's still not advice. Big moves, fresh news, and earnings. All that we're saying, it's still not advice. Stock time!
Please don't sue us. All right, let's see. You want to kick us off in some stock news?
Well, since I was dropping some hard k sounds, I guess I should start by letting you know, Kyle, the popular family-owned convenience store chain in the Midwest, the Kum and Go, has been sold. Yeah.
I laugh every time I drive by those.
The
Like,
Kum
okay.
and Go. Yeah, I thought it was a joke when somebody showed me
I
a
thought
figure.
so too.
I was like, "What movie is that from?"
Yeah.
That's not a movie. That's from my vacation last summer. Like, what? To the Kum and Go? Is it like a jerk off store?
No, it's not. Like, I really think they dropped the ball when they came up with the spelling of cum. Like, if you're playing like Come and Go, like OME, not UM.
Hey, I think it was a family name. It was Roger Cum.
Oh, okay. He married Edith Go.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, Roger Cum and Edith Go.
Okay. Oh God, that'd be hilarious if that was true.
Why does everybody giggle at our sign?
Right.
I don't know, Roger, but it's a darn good business.
It's very popular with truckers.
We're seeing a lot of business in the shower.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so who are they selling this to and why?
Salt Lake City-based Maverik. They're going on a acquisition spree, also acquiring Solar Transport, a tank truck carrier, and logistic provider that was previously owned by the Kraus Group, according to a news release. So I think the Mormons are buying the Come and Go, maybe just to change the name. We'll see.
Are we assuming it's Mormons because it's Salt Lake City, or they actually have ties? Is this like their investment arm?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Maverik without a C. They are not a publicly traded company, though somebody is suing the Mormon Church for all of its investing.
I did see that. I think we talked about that.
We probably did.
Yeah.
It's like, if you're going to be investing, start paying taxes.
Right. No
Otherwise, my church to Hermes, that needs to be a thing.
Yeah.
Church of the Old Gods.
Did you see the story about the France getting pissed at Molson Coors, or more specifically Miller High Life?
No, that's my favorite beer, the champagne of beers.
Yeah,
I like the fizzy.
That is exactly why they're pissed at him.
Oh, what?
Yes, they. So the trade body defending the interests of houses and growers of the northeastern French sparkling wine, because to be champagne, it has to come from the city of Champagne, right? Otherwise, it's just sparkling wine.
Yeah.
Belgian customs crushed more than 2,000 cans of Miller High Life.
Wait, because it said the champagne of beers on it?
Yep. The Comité Champagne asked for the destruction of a shipment of 2,352 cans on the grounds that the century-old motto used by the American brewery infringes on the protected designation of origin Champagne.
Wow.
Yeah, it was destined for Germany. It's even more bizarre about this whole thing.
Hey, High Life is good beer. All right, I'll die on that hill. I enjoy that beer. I love the fizzy nature of that beer. I love that it's cheap as hell.
Right. Oh man. Yeah. So the buyer in Germany was informed he did not contest it.
He didn't get what?
Yeah, I don't know. I'd be pretty pissed, I
He
think.
didn't contest it. You had 2,000 beers coming to you that you paid for, and the
Yeah,
customs is like, this label's shifty.
it's got a
No, that's
motto
a.
that we can't have.
And why did they wait 100 years? That's what I want to know. Or is this the first time somebody's actually tried to ship High Life to Europe?
Go, I don't know. That can't be the first time, can it? 2352. I gotta see if this is divisible by 24. Yeah, 98 cases. That's what it is. 98
24
packs.
packs. Yeah, 196 12 packs.
I mean, if you're in Germany, I mean, I assume this isn't a brewer. This just has to be a fan of the beer, right?
I think it was a setup.
Oh,
If they didn't contest it,
right.
Kyle,
right.
who's buying a pallet of beer and customs seizes it and they're just like,
Whatever. I didn't really
Eh.
want it.
I just wanted to give it a shot.
Well, in the images, you can see them kind of pouring it into a giant tote. So maybe they're just getting rid of the cans and sending them the beer.
Right? Here's your bag of beer, eh?
The funny thing is, a German immigrant is the one who founded Miller Brewing Company in the 1850s. Frederick Miller. Yeah.
Fred Miller was German guy.
Yeah.
Now we're sending his beer back to the motherland.
This is just France getting revenge for all
That's
that
so
German
weird.
antagonism.
That's so weird because no one in their right mind would confuse fine French champagne and Miller High Life.
Right. That's exactly what I was thinking.
I mean, who's cracking open a can of Miller High Life and saying, "Well, those French fucks, they don't know what they're doing."
Or who's accidentally buying Miller High Life thinking like, oh, damn it, I needed a wedding celebration. This is supposed to be for the toast. Son of a bitch.
Roy, I asked you to get champagne. Well, it said champagne on the front of the can.
I thought it was close enough.
Close enough. God damn it. Yeah. How dare Millers besmirch the fine region of Champagne, France?
All right. You got any other story? Any good stories? Any real ones other than the comedy that we've just been doing?
Yes. ChatGPT has been found to be able to accurately parse Fed statements and anticipate stock moves from corporate news.
No shit.
Yes. GPT-4 released in mid-March, more likely to agree with humans than GPT-3. And somebody did a study and found that it can make strong stock predictions based on corporate news.
Didn't I also see too that you post something about SAP incorporating ChatGPT as well?
Yes, I was going to get there, but okay, we'll jump there now. All right.
Oh, sorry.
Business software maker SAP. They're on, I think, the German exchange.
They do trade on the US too, because I do remember trading options in them. They just don't see a whole lot of volume.
Yeah, they announced 3,000 job cuts in January, and now they're saying that they're integrating ChatGPT into their software.
Ah, interesting. Oh wow, they must have had earnings today too, because they have spiked nicely.
People like ChatGPT.
Ah, no shit.
Pretty sure that news article came out today, the day we're recording.
Yeah, I think so, because it looks like they reported their earnings this morning. Good ones too. Beat the EPS by 15%. Revenue beat by about almost 2%.
So this study took 500 sentences from Fed policy statements and asked ChatGPT to sort them based on 5 categories: dovish, mostly dovish, neutral, mostly hawkish, and hawkish.
Okay.
Without any prior training, the AI outperformed BERT, another language model used in finance, BERT, and was closely aligned to the way 4 human reviewers categorized the sentences. Moreover, it was able to provide a reasonable justification for its choices.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Such as, this sentence indicates the committee's expectation to start implementing its balance sheet normalization program soon, which is a clear signal of tightening monetary policy as long as the economy evolves as anticipated.
Well, it kind of makes sense that it'd be good at that since it's a language model, right?
Right? It's what it's designed to do.
Yeah. It should be able to interpret language.
Yeah.
Well, who knows?
Also,
Maybe
yeah.
maybe they're using ChatGPT to write their statements. Do we ever think about that?
Oh, I did not think about that, Kyle. No, I did not.
Yeah, it knows what they mean because he helped write it.
Because he helped write it.
We know everyone's cheating using ChatGPT to do their work for them.
Yeah, I know I do.
I think we all do.
I actually, minor aside, I saw a post on Reddit where some teacher was grading a paper, and the very first line of the paper was, "As a language model, I can't, I can't actually write your essay for you,
But if I did, here's what it looked like.
but here are some good things to consider." Yeah, exactly. And like they left it in. Anyway,
Oh God, that's hilarious.
yeah, so I'm looking forward to a news article one day that starts with, "As a language model, I can't write your news article for you."
I can't comment or speculate on the quality of female lives in prison,
Yeah,
but
if I did, oh yeah, that story was
yeah,
funny.
yeah.
That story was funny. Yeah.
All right. Last thing that I was watching today that I feel like we should probably discuss is AT&T had, I think, its worst day since 2000.
Ooh, yikes!
Yeah.
That's
So
embarrassing.
that's from Thursday. They had earnings out, and it was not good. And their free cash flow, I think, was what the main cause they're pointing to. The company was expecting or estimated that they'd have 3.02 billion. They actually reported 1 billion for the quarter.
Oh,
So that's, yeah.
oh, whoops!
And the big thing that AT&T has is a solid dividend that they've been paying, and the loss of 2/3 of the expected free cash, people are questioning their ability to be able to pay that dividend now.
Yeah.
But the interesting thing about this is there's a couple different analysts are pointing out that they think the market is overreacted and they're taking bullish stances on it. HSBC was one, and we know how amazing those people are. Wells Fargo wrote that it was way overdone. And then Bank of America was even more emphatic. They wrote that there is, quote, no fundamental explanation for how the stock was, quote again, historically down, end quote, on Thursday. It did add that positioning by hedge funds was, quote, the only explanation, end quote, and that the valuation is compelling.
Oh,
So,
but the hedge funds are betting against them.
right. Why? I don't know.
Yeah,
The whole thing is
good
kind of
question.
bizarre. Take a look at the stock.
It had I'm looking at it now. It had a huge chunk of its drop in the pre-market hours
Yeah.
when the earnings happened. So, like, you wouldn't have been able to get the whole move on an options run. But I mean, it went from a high of $19.86 to a low of $70.56.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
like,
it's still
10% swing.
but it's a stock that doesn't typically move that much.
Yeah.
Or, well, it didn't used to, I guess. I'm looking back at the stock chart and it doesn't look that unprecedented.
Yeah, I mean it's a big move, but it's had a few. It's happened.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
happening more lately.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. That one might be kind of interesting for a long idea. Might have to put that one in the back or on the watch list to pay attention to here.
Uh, it's. I
If
mean,
there's
it
one thing
was
I've learned about stocks, Dan, is if it falls 20%, it's likely to go right back up to that price immediately afterwards.
immediately after. Yeah, the next day.
Yeah, no, that's not true.
I mean, I'm just saying it was down at like 14 something in October 2022.
Yeah.
I think all those banks are saying, no, it's a great time to buy because they're looking to unload.
Well, they did say that their subscriber numbers are actually still healthy, even though they are decelerating. I guess that doesn't sound all that bullish either.
We swear everything's okay.
Analyst Eric Lubchow, he wrote, while questions over the FCF will persist, we would buy the dip. I don't know. I think this is what I'm just going to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It definitely pull back below some previous lows. So this
It's
could,
below the moving average too, the 200-day.
yeah, I think this is the start of a bear trend for AT&T.
It's still in balance though until it drops below that 1750 that you marked. I
Hmm.
would say it's still within a balance that it's been in since basically the end of October.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Yeah, watch, wait and see.
Well, maybe it was too late. Maybe they already bought the dip. Maybe it's too late to take advantage of that now.
Yeah. I think it's about to start a big. I think this is the start of a
Yeah,
big bear run. Maybe like Ford, you can pick some up under 10 at some point.
right, right. All right, should we go on to some crypto?
Ooh, let's do it.
I got some crypto in my wallet, hanging out on my Ethereum blockchain. Yeah, I got some crypto in my wallet, some Doji, Sushi, Polka Dot, NFT, decentralized, anonymized, fabulous cryptocurrency.
All right, you want to kick us off, Dan?
Yeah. After this hawkish inflation data, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin have all dropped.
Aren't they supposed to be a hedge?
I thought they were supposed to be a hedge too, but spot gold was also starting to trade lower.
Yeah, that's
So
supposed to be a hedge too.
I don't know why this hawkish inflation data is killing. What are people using to hedge inflation if it's not hard metals and it's not cryptocurrencies?
Because you'd think that gold would be
Oh,
going crazy.
it's Trump NFTs.
Oh, that's right.
Fine, Trump NFTs.
How much? How much did they drop?
I don't think the Trump NFTs have dropped.
No, not
I
the
don't
Trump
know.
NFTs. The Bitcoin,
Oh,
Ethereum, and Doji.
uh, Bitcoin, its most recent highs printed about a week ago, April 14 at 31,000. The Bitcoin's at 27,000.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's down off of what last December. It was 16,000, 17,000.
Yes,
I
it's
mean,
still doing all right.
it's pulled back a little bit, but it's
Yeah.
nowhere near that 60,000.
No, no. It might be a little bit before that hits again. No, I don't know. It's crypto though. Crypto can do some weird things.
It can, but I feel like we've hit a point where a lot of people come out and they've been talking about it, and it's not so mysterious. And I think it's got less new money coming in,
Right.
right?
Right. Well, yeah. And then no celebrity probably wants to promote it anymore now with all the with all the lawsuits going out.
I have another story about those, but I think did you have any crypto stories?
Just that $60 million worth of Bitcoin was sent from a dormant wallet that had been sitting untouched for the last 9 years.
Whoa.
Yeah, back in 2013, when the price was around $663, the wallet received a total of 6,071.5 Bitcoins and just sat there for 9 years. On Wednesday, so the person transferred out 2,071.5 Bitcoins to a new address.
Wow. So 2,000 times 27,000. So 27 to almost $30 million.
Yeah, this sounds to me like somebody who bought a bunch of it and then forgot about it.
You're
And
right.
was like going through their old shit and be like, oh, shit, I wonder if that's worth anything. Forgot I dumped $9 million into that or 4 million or whatever it was. Yeah, the account should be worth about 178 million right now, or as
Good
of when
Lord.
this story came out, probably a little less now that after what you just mentioned.
Yeah. Yeah.
But nobody knows why. Nobody knows what's going on there. Just that some whale looks like he's unloading a little bit of his position.
Could you Wow. I mean, I couldn't imagine putting $400 in and then finding it later and being like, oh,
That's what I'm hoping will happen with Skytles. I'm hoping that when Elon goes and colonizes Mars and then adopts it as their currency,
oh
one day
yeah,
they're like, oh yeah, I wonder if we still have those.
we'll be Martian rich.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, speaking of Martian rich, no, we were talking about no celebrities left to endorse them
Right.
anymore. So some guy named Adam Moskowitz is leading collective lawsuits not only against FTX, the platform,
Right.
the famous debacle, but also Voyager Digital, which is now bankrupt, and
Yeah.
the promoters of Binance. So like Shaquille O'Neal, Tom Brady, Larry David.
Hmm.
But you know who stands out as the only celebrity that said no and actually ask the right questions?
Who?
Taylor Swift.
What?
Yeah.
Good on her.
Well, to be fair, I'm pretty sure her dad is an investment banker in Connecticut.
Ah.
But she was the only one that actually asked FTX, like, are you selling unregistered securities here?
Oh God, that's all
Yeah.
awesome.
Turned down $100 million.
Oh, she's my new favorite pop singer.
Right? She's like, wait, are you trying to peddle unregistered securities? No. Hey, I'm not going to support you. That's going to hurt people.
We just wanted you to play a song. Good for
Yeah.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift, yeah. Yeah, I hope she writes a song about it.
I think we should reach out and see if she wants to come on and talk about crypto. It sounds like she might be one of the few people out there who does know about it.
Yes. All right. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
shoot for the stars.
Let's can we get Yellow Man on that?
Oh yeah, sure. Put our best foot forward. He's the closest thing we have to a reporter
Yes.
with actual integrity.
He's the one with integrity.
All right. Anything else for crypto before we move on?
No.
All right. What's that behind you, Dan?
Oh. God. Damn it. Right in the liver. Oh, fuck.
Never turn your back on a Sicilian.
When death is on the line. Oh, okay. All right. My good was I started sim trading this week. I didn't manage to make every day, but 3 out of the 5 trading days, I woke up and traded the open at least for an hour to 2 hours.
Yeah, I think we were on the voice chat on Tuesday.
We were. And I journaled.
Yeah. Oh, well done.
And I journaled. Yeah.
That is awesome.
Uh-huh.
I also got to say, I noticed a difference in your just everything about the way you were approaching it when we were, hanging out on voice chatting on Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there didn't seem to be nearly as much emotion involved. You were disciplined and following like the actual process, like a real plan.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you. I'm excited to see how you take it or how you move forward with it.
You know what I started doing today was watching the 2023 Futures Trade Pro courses.
Oh, how are those?
I got my feet wet this week with some sim trading with a very, very simple, straightforward strategy.
Mm-hmm.
Drawing levels from volume profile edges. When I see a delta divergence, enter trade.
Yeah.
Now I'm watching through, and had good results with that. So yeah, I decided this morning watch through those future ones that Vico did. They're great.
That's
man.
Awesome.
I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch these market structure ones, but I know what he's gonna say. I'm gonna be bored. But no, it's it's of course well worth it. It's like, oh yeah, I do know market structure, but it never hurts.
It's always good for a refresher.
Right, and it's like, oh, okay. I didn't think I was going to be learning anything here. Let me grab my pen, take some.
You remember the first time you went through their courses and you did the same thing? I think you're like, I probably should skip this first video. You know what? I want to see. I'm going to take it all in. I think was the mentality you had. Yeah.
right? It's a class. I'm showing up for class. This is the first class, and I got to sit here for the whole class.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. I'm eager to get through them.
Fucking great week, man. Sounds like you had a great week.
I did. How about you? How did your week go?
Oh, it's been a bit of a struggle the last 2 weeks. I'm
Mm.
going to tie my goods to my bad and ugly.
Yikes. That's
So
always fun.
if you want to do your bad and ugly first, or
Oh, okay. Yeah. That way it's even, Steven.
yeah.
Okay. So my bad would have to be when I took my set score. Hold on, I've actually got it. Yeah, I took yeah. Set score really low. Demoralized from getting stopped out just before the big move I anticipated. I got stopped out on my a top tick today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Top tick right before the big push down of the day this
I
morning.
hate when that happens.
Yeah, and set score really low.
Yeah.
Demoralized, right? So what
Mhm.
do you think I did?
Revenge trade?
Oh, this is probably my ugly. Yeah,
Oh no.
not even on my system. I entered based on a Dom trade. So the journal says entered based on Dom action on a low set score, ending for the day. Fucking hell.
Well, I mean, good job stopping after that. Like, yeah, it'd been better if you'd have stopped when you took the score and realized, like, oh, I probably should.
That's when I should have stopped.
That's when you should have, but you
Yeah.
stopped after that. You didn't
Yeah.
keep compounding the mistake.
Right, because it's such a simple trading plan. Like
Mhm.
I wasn't at a level, and there wasn't a giant delta divergence. Right.
Right.
So it's like, oh shit. Well, why did I take that trade? Oh, I was revenge trading. Shit. This is why you don't trade when your set score's off.
Ah, man, such good awareness, dude. That's fucking
Yeah.
phenomenal.
So hopefully that ugly can be a good.
Yeah, I would call that good. I mean, there's stuff to take away, there's ways to improve, but you also, you did what you're supposed to do.
It's really, I cannot understate the importance of identifying where I personally went off course for the day.
Yeah.
Because now in the future, like if you're going to take trading seriously and you're going to succeed, you have to follow discipline. You got to follow your plan. You got to have the discipline to follow that plan. And seeing those moments, like Rich sharing his stuff is so huge.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
seeing those moments of like, oh wait, it was my emotions that pushed me into that bad trade.
Also, keep in mind too, you just learned to trigger. So now you know when something similar happens, because it's going to happen again, right? It's just a matter of time. Unless you
Yes.
give up and quit trading tomorrow, you're
Yeah.
going to experience the same setup.
Like top tick stop loss.
Yeah.
I need to go walk away for like 10 minutes to meditate or something.
I actually make sure I note in my journal of my trade logs when I get a top tick fill, just so I have something I can go back and reference when I get stopped out by a tick. Like, look, it happens the other way. Here's proof.
Right.
It's not always against me. Sometimes it's for me. Sometimes I benefit from it. It's just random.
Yeah.
All right. So my bad.
So let's hear it.
The eval account over the last 2 weeks, I've given back all the gains. So it has gone from about halfway to profitability and qualification to basically back to maybe slightly drawdown based on commissions. The good I'm taking from this is that I have still been able to click the button even when experiencing a drawdown, because you're going to experience those too, right? And the whole point of this account wasn't to prove, like, it would have been nice if it would have been profitable, but the point of the account was to prove that I can execute a plan.
Yeah.
And the bad is that I haven't been doing that consistently this week. I've been taking more time away when, I've got other distractions happening. And I feel like that's okay. I shouldn't be trading when I'm distracted.
Yeah.
But when I do sit down and I see my setups, I'm still able to pull the button or click the button, pull the trigger. And I think that's important because, you're going to go through these periods. The ugly, and this is truth time, I think, here. I've been finding myself unable to do the things that are required to be successful lately. And today, Friday, I think I figured out why. And it's because that I've been wanting to explore some new concepts and ideas, but I've been stuck at the point where I don't know how to backtest them. And that's because there's too much subjectivity to them or too much discretion. It just makes it really hard to qualify it as a strategy. Purdue really, I think, helped me out this week. He shared some interesting ideas that are simple and easy to test and got me excited about doing it again. So that's going to be my weekend, is testing out some new ideas, trying to look for new tools to add to the toolbox. Because my suspicion is the setups that I've been developing over the last 4 or 5 months, we've hit a different type of market condition, and they are
Yeah.
not performing in this condition.
Yeah.
So I need to have other tools that I can rely upon when the conditions change. It's like what Rich was saying about identifying the market mood and then knowing then going into your toolbox and saying, okay, what fits for these conditions? This is the one I'll trade today.
Right. So how would you describe the setups? Like what's the market mood for the tools that you've just finished honing that you're gonna put in the box?
Well, I think the less volatility, these don't work nearly as well. One of them is based on flag patterns, looking for a break and retest of a flag. And then that's the one I use for capturing trend days. That one, I just haven't had as many of those opportunities. And I don't know if it's because I'm not seeing them. I got to go back through and replay the last 2 weeks to see how much I missed, because I missed a lot of trading. The other one that's not been performing well is the one I was using with overnight zones and looking for reversion trades, looking for the overnight zone to get tested, looking for my qualification to say go long or short here and take it back to the other, back to the mean.
I see.
That's the one that's broken down the most. And it may be because overnight zones is not the way to go. I've got some other ideas that I want to try to play with to see if I can improve that, maybe by using balance areas or the previous day's volume profile. But it's all stuff that I need to just go and do. I need to choose to do it,
Yeah.
not keep thinking about it, not getting demoralized and like, you know what, I'll just go work on the business stuff or go work on something else because I don't feel like addressing this.
Scavenger hunt.
Yeah. Speaking of which. Yeah. So today I'm making the conscious decision to get back and finding the joy in it again. I'm choosing to go and do the things that I know will make me successful.
That's beautiful, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, tough weeks, but you know what? Those are the ones that we learn the most from, and it's time to stop putting it off and learn what I need to learn.
Wow. Do you think this time next year we'll be like, all right, hey, we did it. We're profitable consistently.
I don't know that I can say that, but what I can say is that a year from now we're going to be better.
Good. Because we're not supposed to think about the money; it's the process.
Right.
And conversations like the good, the bad, and the ugly today, I think both of us in different ways are moving forward with our process in
I agree.
healthy ways, and that's fantastic. We are going to be in better places next year if we keep doing that.
I got to say, one of the things I want to highlight from my learnings this week is that the Discord is just such an amazing place. It doesn't have to be our community, but have a community that you can go lean on when you're struggling.
Yeah. Or even that you can talk about or mention an article or crack a joke about a company. People understand.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Camaraderie. It's important.
Very important.
All right. Time for a bet?
Oh, shit. It is.
Oh. We are going
time for
long.
a bet. What are we going to do?
Play a song.
Oh, but we've got Jeremy's pick.
Yes, we're good.
I need it, wanna beat it, gonna win it if I take it from you. I'm filling my positions, quit your bitching, random's gonna lose. Got a chart full of levels and a stop that's not too tight. It's bet picking time in the shop, so pick 'em right.
All right. Well, Jeremy sent us 2 stocks to look at. He said that we can go long, we can go short, whatever we want. He's just interested to hear our takes.
Okay.
First one is FRC. I think that's the bank, right? First Republic.
All right. FRC.
Yes, that is. Certainly seems like it found some support in that $11 to $12 area.
Okay. It's what the hell happened to this thing?
Oh, that's the one that was involved with the banking crisis. I think it was questionable whether this bank was going to survive.
I think it still is.
Right.
Looking at this.
Oh, man. Okay, so they have
Wow.
earnings on Monday pre-market, though, so I don't think we can
They've
I don't think we can
gone
take this one.
from a high of 147.68 in February. My mom's birthday, February 2nd, to a low. They're at $14 now. Yikes.
They were at $120 or $115 on the 8th of March.
Yikes. It's been a bad month for FRC shareholders.
I mean, if you can get some cheap lottos, maybe it'd be worth taking a flyer on that. But I think the road to recovery on this thing is going to be a lot longer than people are willing to wait. And the earnings pre-market, I think that disqualifies that from being able to take a bet on it because we just don't know what's going to happen Monday.
It's pre-market.
Yeah. So we can't even be like, oh, I want to wait
can't-
until
We can't buy pre-market before earnings.
Well, I don't want to buy it after the earnings are released either, or sell it without knowing what those earnings are going to be.
Okay, all right, no gambling.
All right, Rocket Labs is the other one that we
sold. I have shares in Rocket Labs.
Okay, all right. You want to go long Rocket Labs?
Well, I mean, I have shares in Rocket Labs.
I kind of want to go short Rocket Labs if I was going to do that. Although I kind of want to wait a little bit higher, though. I want to short it at like $4.15 and then try to take it down to like $3.70.
Wow, you would do that to my long-term portfolio.
I'm not saying it's going to collapse. I'm just saying I think the sell side is in control right now. Just looking at where the volume's at.
No, it's true. I'm dollar cost averaging in right now.
Yeah.
I'm going
Well, this is
more.
a 10-year hold. If
getting cheap, give me some more.
as much as people talk about space stocks, this is one I think I'd want to hold for 20 years. But if I'm making a trade for next week, I think I want to be short.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do it. Do it.
All right. So we say half at the open and try to take another half at say $4.15.
Perfect. Where's our stop? 420?
Stop will be
425?
at
430?
Well, wait, actually, we don't want to stop because we're going to lose either way.
Oh,
It's the last week.
Okay, yeah, no stop.
No need for stop.
Short in
Last
Rocket Labs. Okay, all right. If this thing gets down to 3, I'm gonna put another couple $100 in.
Yeah, seems
like
reasonable.
just arbitrarily. Like, I mean, I'm dollar cost averaging anyway, but like if it gets that low, like, okay, yeah.
And I'm gonna put our take profit at, let's say, half at 375. We'll let the other half run.
That's exactly where I'd put it. Yeah.
Okay, and Random has chosen New York Stock Exchange Consumer Durables Ingredient Incorporated. Ingredient?
Ingredient?
It's like ingredients, but with an ION at the end instead of it's. INGR is the symbol.
Well, that's
looking a little bullish. It's looking a little top heavy, but it's flagging right now. Volume's dropping off.
I think roll again.
I don't think that's how this works.
Damn it.
Yeah, I think we might be screwed.
All right. Fucking have to do another scavenger hunt or whatever.
Whatever ChatGPT comes up with. It had some terrible ideas too. Dress up in a funny outfit. Take pictures for your social media. It's like, yeah, did that one already. ChatGPT. Come up with some new ideas.
It ripped us off.
Yeah, I know.
Damn it.
All right.
Okay. All right. Well, there you have it. We're short Rocket Labs, RKLB, and Random's got some nonsense.
Fuck Random.
Ingrate. Something international. Ingrates International. Ungrateful Bastards Incorporated.
At least we have Jeremy to blame this week if we lose the month.
If we lose them. Oh, no. He gave us 2, though. So he's got wiggle room. Like Rocket Lab. It'll do
he's also smart. He's also smart and didn't give us a direction either. He told us we could do whatever we want. So, yeah.
Right.
Good job. Good job, Jeremy. Way to cover your bases.
We're still blaming you, Jeremy.
Thank you for
your help, guidance. Jeremy. Yeah. No, sincerely, thank you, Jeremy. That's awesome. All right, folks, that does bring us to the end of the episode. Thanks for coming by, but we got to close up shop. We'll be back at you soon, with all the good stuff. The lost to Random again. Kyle, why haven't we started a portfolio where we actually have money on Random? Because
we've been talking about that for 3 years and still haven't done it.
I'll put up 500 if you will.
All right.
Let's do it.
Why not? All right.
just blindly buying a stock a week. No, that's fun. Okay. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah,
hey, Kyle, what should people do with that like and share button?
Oh, they need to slap that 5-star rating like it's the ass of the star quarterback at homecoming and take care.
He just did he win the game?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. No, he doesn't.
Hey, it could be a condolences, Pat, or it could be a good job well done, Pat.
Oh, yep. Either way, that hand is slapping that ass.
Nothing says it like touching a butt.
Oh, happy trades, folks. Happy trades.
Bye.
Wireless headphones. That'll be $200.
I'll use my Capital One Quicksilver card.
Now that's a hit. You used the Capital One Quicksilver card, which makes you the hero of every purchase. With Quicksilver, you earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase everywhere.
I wanted running music, but unlimited 1.5% cash back is pretty heroic.
Good instincts. Every hero needs a theme song. The Capital One Quicksilver card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Two Bulls in a China Shop is an entertainment program, and all thoughts and opinions expressed in the show belong to the hosts and not of any company. They are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual or on any specific security or investment product. It is only intended to provide entertainment about stocks in the financial industry of trading. If you make trades based on what you hear in this show, you assume all risks for those trades.